Hey, St. Paul's. For the past month, we've been practicing these 4 foundational habits. And these habits are so that we can make space for Jesus in our lives. It's really great to see 100 people participate in this. This is like a dance move opportunity. We're so excited that you've jumped in and done this with us. It's the end of the month, and so it's a good time to look back and reflect on that whole experience. We're hoping you're going to jump in for more. We've been upfront from the very beginning that these habits could become lifelong habits. That's what we would long for them to do, that you would stick this out, not just for 30 days, but you'd find that, man, this is something I need in my life. So we'd love for you to continue with us. We'd like to continue doing this into February and beyond.
And so here's some of the things that we're going to do to support us taking this through the rest of the year. First of all, we have been having a WhatsApp group and circulating emails to support us in the 4 habits that we're practicing this month. And the WhatsApp group is going to stay open, and you can join that still if you'd like to. And the emails will continue. We're just going to move those to a weekly schedule. So you'll still receive the emails with reminders of what we're reading, reminding us about prayer, and including some of the resource videos that we've been sharing with you. Now, with each of the habits, we also do have plans to continue them through the year. With our scripture reading, we have plans that will go forward for the rest of the year. They're ready for you to download right now, and you can use them at whatever level you've started with in January. So if you're reading through Matthew in January, then you can read through the New Testament for the rest of the year, and so on. With prayer, at St. Paul's, Andrew prepares weekly prayer emails for us, and they go out on Wednesdays, just reminding us to pray together. So those will continue. For community, we are going to continue sharing discussion questions that will help you as you gather in your community to talk about the last week's sermon. And then, of course, we're going to continue with our Sunday morning worship events. Now, the habits that we've been looking at in January, these are really foundational. I think we would say that they're essential for any apprentice of Jesus. They're so important. But there are other habits that Jesus modeled and that people of faith have used through centuries to position them for God to work in their lives. So these would be things like silence and solitude, or Sabbath, or fasting. And so we would like to introduce some of those to you. What we'll do over the coming months is release some videos or resources, just to introduce those to you. Hope that you will take some time to try out some of these habits.
Over the centuries, groups of believers have done these sorts of things and have covenanted together to let's get closer to God. And it has always been with good effect, and oftentimes a real enriching of society. And not that we're going to sort of set any high expectations for ourselves, because this is really a movement of the Spirit, but it would be neat and awesome to be part of something that God is growing with you. We think about, okay, how could this thing fall off? How could this thing maybe go wrong? And the one way that I think it might go wrong is if you view these habits like a Costco list. Like, okay, worship, check, scripture reading, check, prayer, check, community, check. We got everything, let's get to cash and get out of here. It's like a list of things that you got to get through or get done. Like the things you have to do in your life, like get an oil change done or go to the dentist, or my personal favorite, the colonoscopy, right? You sort of find yourself with lists of things to do, obligations, and missing out on what these things are really intended to do, which is to grow a relationship with Jesus. That was the turning point for me. I think I did have a time in my life where I would look at these habits as something I needed to do and get through. And then the turning point was to say, actually, this is the stuff of relationship. Like that fired me up. It fires me up to spend time with friends. So I want to spend time with friends to go to the golf course. I got to book the tee time at the golf. I got to drive to the golf course. I got to put my hockey equipment in the bag, get myself down early in the morning. I got to, phone the restaurant and make a booking, make a reservation, all those sorts of things. But those are all joy. That's all joy because I know it's going to mean time with friends. Good stuff, friends. It is still amazing to me. I was thinking about it this morning. It's still amazing to me that Jesus calls us friends. Are you kidding? King of the universe. He would say, peons. That's what he should say. He said, no, I call you friends. In fact, here's what he actually said. I no longer call you servants because a servant doesn't know their master's business, but I call you friends. And listen to this line. I call you friends, for everything that I've learned from my Father, I have made known to you. Everything I've learned from my Father, I've made known to you. Like, this is this beautiful picture. We're in the know. And the stuff, I don't know how this works, the stuff that Jesus learned, he's teaching us. We are learning. That's what these habits are. We're doing this. We're in the know and we're near. So here you go. You've had a month of friendship with Jesus. And we want to say this. How about a lifetime? How about we keep doing this? Let's go for this together, one day at a time. Okay, St. Paul's. Go in peace.